We found some interesting things out at the end of the last session. Well, in the last session, you guys found a strange figure. You're on this splash screen right now, yeah. In the kettle stream, the Kenku, a figure that was moving around the carnival, causing a bit of trouble. You first saw them when you took the bubble pop ride. They were being ejected from the staff area. They were shoved unceremoniously through a hedge. And then they went off, and you followed them as they went to go look for trouble. You saw that they turned into someone else using some kind of illusory magic and moved forward into the dragonfly ride area. As you watched, it would appear that they sabotaged one of the saddles. You guys managed to intervene, preventing anyone from getting too seriously injured, and cornered this figure behind one of the tents in the carnival, just outside of that ride. And they told you some worrying things. They were a warlock that was unable to contact their patron. The patron was in an area of the Feywild that was connected to the Witchlight. And Kettlestream then, with her beautiful Kenku mimicry, replayed a situation to you that she overheard, probably eavesdropped, that involved Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. Which went... where is that? Here we are. As she kind of nervously looked around, opening her beak, and you can hear Light's agitated voice. Someone is going to find out about this. They'll shut us down. And Witch's calm voice following. We agreed to the pact, and our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the Hourglass Coven take what it wants, and in return we stay in business. That is what you want, right? And so Kettlestream is worried. And she's currently causing trouble at the carnival to try and get brought before Witch and Light and try and get them to kind of divulge what they know about her patron, whose name is Zybelna, which I will put into chat, and the land of Prismia, which is apparently Zybelna's Fey realm. And fortunately, due to terms of her Fey pact, she can't enter Prismia herself, but she's desperately trying to find answers. I think that's everything. You guys also did a couple of rides. You got some prizes. Did I miss anything important that you guys can remember? You did the carousel?
Yeah, we did the carousel. I think that was session 0.
Okay.
We did
Getting
the
mixed up.
cupcake. We ate the cupcake.
Cupcake.
The bubble
we did
pop.
The bubble.
Yeah,
You
and you're
gave us
about
a Hall of Illusions, halfling proposal.
Oh yes, you
Hideous
sold
laughter.
Yes, right. So you're about 1 hour away from the Big Top Extravaganza. Where we ended was it with the conversation that we ended? We didn't want to go further without the team. I think it was kind of behind these tents here where you were talking to Kettlestream.
Yep.
All right. Well, are you guys ready to get back into things then?
Yep.
Nice. Oh, let's do it. Back into the carnival as the flood of sounds engulfs you once more. You start to kind of realize what's happening around you a bit more. You can see Kettlestream looking maybe a bit relieved to have actually gotten all of this out. She looks around. I believe, sorry, before we start, the other idea she had to get their attention was to steal one of the Witchlight artifacts from either one of the owners. We had that discussion with you guys, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so there was a timepiece and a vein that either one of the owners has that, she says, kind of control the Witchlight carnival, without which they cannot move around, pack up, set down, things like that. And I guess, how you want to approach things from here is up to you. You got about an hour till the midway event.
Try to steal something from Mr. Witch or Mr. Light?
Just to get answers. Dangerous things are happening. They're not telling us something. Looks around
is
as well.
Kenku part of the carnival or just?
Nope. You do not recognize them.
Okay. Well, I mean, it is their carnival, and everyone else, y'all are just guests. They don't have to tell us everything, but I mean, I could try to sneak us into the employee area, and we could look a little bit more.
She kind of realizes that you're actually a witchlight hand for like the first time.
Yes.
Thinking about that. You would risk your position?
I mean, I was meant to show everyone a good time in the carnival. And Kelvin just kind of taps their foot against the ground rapidly and looks around a little bit. If that would make your time here in the carnival a little bit more fun, I guess that would kind of be my job. Plus, the staff area is where all the good stuff happens anyway.
He's got a point.
They will not let me in. If you are able to make your way in, please tell me what you can find out. Or maybe, you see her just kind of shake her head. She turns into kind of a nondescript gnome, kind of a youngish gentleman. I can join you like this. Or maybe like this. She kind of puts on a gnome's voice with the mimicry.
I think that might work a little better. We could go in. I guess I could show you around. As far as anyone else is concerned, the bosses put us to show you around the carnival, and that's technically part of the carnival. Would you all like to see the staff area?
If we can go
Moon
around,
nods
sneak it
excited.
around.
So you'd be aware that any member of the staff, effectively the hedge around the edge will open up to you. You can approach from any angle you want, so you don't have to move through the
Right.
big top.
Well, I mean, there's ways all around into the staff area because you know how it is. We have to keep up the illusion that this place is, what it is, the Witchlight Carnival. So we kind of go in at different spots, kind of go in the back sometimes, so you can't see, that place called Blisney kind of does the same thing, where you don't see the workers and stuff. I think if we go around to the east and follow around the big tree, we should be able to come in behind a few of the wagons that we have set up.
And then what from there? Are we going to eavesdrop? Are we going to force answers out of them?
Oh, I don't know about forcing answers out of anyone. That wouldn't be good for anybody. But I mean, we could take a look around. I can pretend like not pretend. I can show you around the staff area, and if we hear things or there's a point where no one's really paying attention to the little walkabout that we're doing, maybe we could take a look in some of the little wagons, maybe? And Kelvin's super nervously tapping their foot.
And don't worry, if anything goes wrong, I could guide you.
I appreciate that. It's not every day that you get people in here that you're instructed to show around. That really doesn't happen much. We just kind of let everyone in through the ticket booth. Everyone has to pay, and they just go about their business, and we do ours. But there must be something special about you guys, so it's a good time, I guess. What do you say?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Am I right?
That's what everyone says. Let's do it.
Nice. Yeah, Moon tossing his invisibility cupcake as you see the gnome kind of excitedly get up and grab up their satchel. All right, I'm in.
All right,
So-
everyone, follow me. As we walk down the path past Lost Property, the Calliope, around the big top, Kelvin will kind of point out things and be like, there's a Calliope we saw, and there's dancing monkey over there. If you got any buttons, toss it. And like Kelvin's kind of like doing this a little above regular talking voice, just so other people around kind of hear that he's pointing things out to this small group of VIPs, I guess, and walk down towards just next to the Hall of Illusions and circle around past here and then back behind to eventually end up over here.
Sure. Moving through the crowd, people kind of enjoying themselves. As you move out, you pass a satyr with red and white striped horns, busy playing the pipes, leading a procession of dancing rodents. You can see these rats kind of doing waltz along the grass behind him. As you get to the kind of dimmed back area out of the carnival, you are not completely alone. As you see, this is the waterway in which one of the rides does travel, and to your surprise, there's this strange swan boat that is it's got its neck craned backwards, and it looks like rotated twice around, so it's like staring almost eerily at the passengers inside. As you walk past, you hear it kind of in a weird voice. I have been animated by magic, but do I truly live? Huh? Kind of asking these people's questions, and they just don't look that comfortable with it, to be honest. But it moves past you out of sight, and you are greeted by the thick wall of thorns that guard the staff area.
I'm gonna eat the icing or eat the cupcake.
Okay. Visible, your friend disappears from sight. So the thorns, while they would do a lot of damage to anyone trying to push through them. However, they do part for Witchlight Hands members of the carnival. So you are able to kind of hold open the door, so to speak, and allow your friends to enter. That is what you wish.
Yes. And Kelvin will, not super loud, but not trying to be super quiet, just like in a regular voice. I just say, here's the staff area. This is where we all kind of come and take our little break and get everything set up. They're right this way, right this way. Stay together. Stay together. We'll be leaving very shortly.
So before you head inside, let me just say this. You're aware that situationally, I imagine you're trying to head in to like be kind of behind one of the wagons just for a bit of sight, but you do know the location of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light's wagon is always opposite the big top. So if you could probably also go around and coming closer to that side if you wish.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then I won't give that whole spiel. Then we'll just kind of go in, and I'll just say something along those lines. If someone sees us, I'll just go into that rant.
And Moon, you're welcome to make another stealth check. You do have advantage.
Oh, good.
I was gonna say that too, man. That too hurt.
Okay, really?
With a +7, yikes. There.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
not
little
much better, but I'll take it.
Hey, you know
Well,
what? It's positive.
At the very least, it's loud and it's the lights are flickering. It's twilight. It's not really bright here, so invisibility potion is going to work pretty well. As you guys step through into the darkness and the cool atmosphere behind the staff area, it is quite quiet. You can hear two individuals having a bit of a conversation a bit deeper into the caravan circle. And everyone who heads inside, if you're trying to be stealthy, I do want a stealth roll from each of you.
I would be with Kelvin just because, yeah, stealth is not my forte.
I don't think Kelvin would try to stealth. Honestly, he would have convinced himself. Kelvin would have convinced himself that this is okay. So he's
stealthing at the place you work. I also
Yeah.
don't want to be there.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to think of a plan because you can see. I mean, you're behind the wagon that is Mr. Witch, Mr. Lights. There's the bit of a supply wagon next to it, and you can see in his regular place, by like staring down the side of the wagons, Thaco the clown, who always does kind of guard the staff area. I actually do have a handout for you, and he is a bit of a cantankerous individual as well.
Can we hear? Thaco, what a fella.
Look at this majestic creature.
Jumping back, where did everyone hear Mr. Witch and Mr. Light's voice? Where was everyone at? In the carnival.
So they only heard that when they were with the Kenku, which is behind here. They didn't hear
the
that
Kenku
from.
mimicked it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. Can we hear anything from inside their wagon?
You would be able to. Yeah, you'd be aware they are going to be in their wagon more than likely until the big top event. They usually don't come out until then.
Is the map supposed to be on roll 20? Because all I'm seeing is a big purple screen.
No,
sure
it should be a full Witchlight Carnival map. Does everyone else see it?
Yes. Try
yeah, you
refreshing.
gotta refresh. I have the
It's
same
just
issue.
me?
Just
Okay,
refresh your page.
I'll... Sag.
My goodness. Yeah. Jeez, the art is nice.
I mean, purple screens are nice too.
I mean, you're right. However, in this case, it is not. Alright, cool. Alright, there. I see the map now. Okay, cool. I was like,
Nice.
That worked
So you
last
gotta-
time. Why didn't it work this time?
So I only see Moon and Ben Breck's stealth roll. So at the moment, we've got a couple of people on either side of the hedge here. You're in a bit of a sketchy spot.
Where is
Moon doesn't know
Thaco?
his way around.
Thaco is sitting where he normally is, on the stairs outside Mr. Witch, Mr. Light. He's like a bit of a guard, a bit of a bouncer.
Okay. Is there a back door to the
No,
wagon?
there would
No.
be small windows running along the top, and that would be it.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of whisper to everyone, get them real close, really close in. Just kind of whisper and say, I mean, if you want to wait until Mr. Witch and Mr. Light leave, I can kind of distract Thaco.
That would probably be preferred. I'm gonna also look at Sydney's attempt at stuff. And just feel like, honey, you're not doing it. Stop.
I just shrug.
You see a large furry hand push through the shrub and grab Sydney with it. He's yanked back out of it to the other side. And you hear someone talking to him. You should not be here. You recognize Burley's voice.
Kelvin will turn around and kind of gesture for everyone to come back out of the thicket towards Burley.
More of you.
Burley, hey, me, Kelvin, hey, we're kind of instructed to take these VIPs around the carnival and show them everything. I was just getting a quick glimpse of the staff area. I have to go talk to Thaco, for a few minutes, until the big top extravaganza happens. So they're good. They're just gonna sit here, be super nice, super happy, and they're just gonna sit and wait for me on the other side of the shrub. You know how they can't come in. I'll just leave them here. They promise not to move anywhere, and I'll go do my thing inside the staff area because they're not allowed to come in. So I can go talk in the staff area, and they can stay out here.
Please, just you can see his head spinning. I was just want to say I didn't know they were with you, Kelvin. Thaco, you can see as you spoke to him about Thaco, you are aware they do have a bit of a rivalry.
Yeah. Okay.
He's in. He already caught someone else earlier. He's not in a good mood. I wish you the best of luck. Strange. Kind of looks around. Why are you taking the back way?
Oh, they're everyone's setting up at the big top, and we didn't want to lose anybody. You know how it is.
He nods sagely. Be well. He kind of keeps patrolling.
Bye, Burley. Right. If you guys just want to stay here, and then, and Kelvin kind of leads in close and says, I'll let you in a little bit. Just stay out of the way and be quiet and don't go nowhere. Okay?
I don't
Then
think
he
we
pops
could if
down
we
and just
wanted
starts
to.
twiddling his thumbs.
Moonman's asking if he can come with you.
If
He's
You are
currently
invisible.
invisible. He is
already invisible? Yeah. Okay, yeah. If anyone knows where Moon is, he can come too. Oh, jeez. You scared me. That cupcake always gets me. Come on.
Okay, well, you two push back into the staff area, back into the kind of cool, dim atmosphere. Are you approaching where Thaco is?
Not immediately. Kelvin's kind of gonna walk around the area, just kind of like kicking his feet, kind of tapping, stretching a little bit, kind of, doing the high knee step because he's been walking around all day. Just kind of getting the lay of everywhere. And before, how long off are we from the big top? Or the extravaganza?
At this point, you're looking probably at about 40 minutes.
If we can, just kind of walk around and then Kelvin just kind of wants to sit somewhere around the outside, knowing that everyone's sitting outside. They're probably going to be sitting there for a little while. Kelvin's going to kind of walk around kind of where Moon can get a good lay of the 15 minutes or so, and then just sit down until there's about 5 or 10 minutes left. About 10 minutes left until the big top extravaganza, and then go talk to Thaco. Just kind of like see if I can schmooze him to go on a little staff area walk. Just to go look at something.
No problem. Okay, well, I mean, that does leave you guys with burning a bit of time. Is everyone else all right with that? Or do you have anything you want to do in that time while you are waiting?
I can't think of anything.
No problem.
Do I
Alright.
see any squirrels
Squirrels?
or that animals that aren't a part of this attraction that are close by?
Squint,
You're welcome to give me a perception check. Well, what is your passive perception?
12.
Well, that's not so bad. You don't notice kind of the usual wildlife here, as you're not really sure where the carnival ends and the real regular land begins. It's kind of like brought a slice of the fae with it, but you do kind of see insects, a bird or two, but not much more than that.
Alright. Never mind.
There would be a couple of birds feeding off the hedge here. There's a couple of berries on it.
So I can reach them. They're not like high up in a tree.
I mean, yeah, sometimes they do come low enough that you would be able to reach them.
Yeah, I want to try to grab a bird.
Okay, like in like a friendly Disney princess way, or like you're hungry.
I'm hungry.
Ah, okay. Let's see here. Let's say, give me an attack roll. Do you have like a claws or a fang attack? Otherwise, pretty much anything that's you're proficient with would suffice. $13. We'll do it. You kind of reach out, and what is this with the bite? Okay. Burst of speed as you've been admiring these two kind of birds, and one just came too close. It disappears with a tweet, puff of feathers. You kind of look around, a bit of like a tail feather sticking out. Now, back inside, Moon, was there anything in the stop area you wanted to get a look at in particular while you are here? You can see there's various wagons that probably attribute to the Witchlight hands and the major acrobats that stay here.
That's what I get for trying to talk. I would be kind of looking for something that was possibly painted as Rabbit Burrow or, Kelvin's tent. I would also be paying attention to Sacco, as I had been told that he's kind of the bouncer, even though I'm invisible. Also, if we do happen to be away from everyone, I am going to look down at the ground and lightly step on Kelvin's foot to get him to look down, and then with claw, I'll draw in the dirt a clock. Trying to convey the idea that this lasts an hour, and if we wait the hour, then I'm not going to be invisible anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, he implied you were welcome to walk around and take a look, I think.
Yeah. So you did this cupcake work before we came in, and then by the time I'll be talking to Thaco, we'll be at about 40 to 45 minutes in, so that hopefully by the time the big top starts, we'll have about 10 minutes of your invisibility. If I'm tracking the time correctly, DM, roughly?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so hopefully, because Mr. Witch and Mr. Light will have to come out, I'll get Thaco, I'll pull him away, and then there'll be a short window of time to get everyone.
Moon, though, while you are invisible, you're welcome to give me a perception check if you want to see what you can see and hear what you can hear.
Okay. Kind of nudging. Okay.
And you're seeing the whole time acts from the big top, kind of preparing, coming out, getting dressed from one of the wagons. You see like this very buff-looking gnome dressed in what looks to be like a child's outfit, like a little baby one piece. And 19, very good. As you're moving around, seeing the performers come and go, there's a bunch of mud and flame mephits that are being led through the air by their performer ringleader. You're not sure what it is, and they're kind of dancing by flying in these coordinated circles. Eventually, you do hear a couple of voices muffled coming from one of the caravans nearby, one of the wagons. You find yourself just kind of near the barrel and the large tree next to Witch and Light's wagon. And you focus on these contrasting voices emanating from the wagon. You hear Mr. Witch in a low and gravelly voice, "You need to find a way to calm down." And you hear a reply, "I'll calm down when that Kenku pest is gone. She knows nothing. She'll get frustrated soon enough and be on her way. I hope you're right. Trust me." And there's a bit of a lull in conversation for a moment before they seem to swap to other topics. "The catoblepas did not work, but maybe we can buy a giraffe and paint it blue." "That's not a bad idea. How about we can teach Northwind how to play the fiddle?" Then they seem to have kind of moved on to more mundane topics.
You said I'm kind of near a window in the tent,
Yes.
or I mean the caravan. Can I look in and kind of observe to see from where I'm standing if they happen to have anything that fits the description of the two items?
Let's see here. Yes, you can actually see as Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. You can see that Mr. Witch is open, palmed, looking at a timepiece that is open in his hand. It is connected to a chain to somewhere around his neck. As you look around the busy, very colorful wagon, you do see the Weatherlight vane as well. It's not currently being wielded by Mr. Light. It currently rests against a wall kind of next to where he's sitting. This is a scepter with like a butterfly ruby enameling on it.
Okay.
Eventually, as the time goes on, you get closer and closer to the big top extravaganza. You see one of the hands kind of leave to come and call Mr. Witch, Mr. Light for the performance. And see Thaco stand up. "Is it that time already?" Kind of sighs and starts to walk to the wagon to the left and up inside.
Kelvin wants to try to do something differently a little bit. What? So I'm jumping back a session. Sorry. Were we trying to get one of these artifacts or one of these little, what you said, a timepiece and a scepter?
Yes.
Is that our goal?
Well, it was the Kenku's idea that stealing one of these very important artifacts would allow you to have very good leverage over them to get the answers you wanted. But that was just an option that was offered.
Okay, and we decided not to do that. We're just going to go look in their tent or their caravan. That's what we're trying to do, right? So to make sure that I'm not misunderstanding intentions.
Moon said he'd try to secure an item.
Okay. All right. Then as a witch hand is going to gather Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, who has the pocket watch?
Mr. Witch.
Okay. Kind of gesturing in a weird way that Moon would come over beside Kelvin. Kelvin's gonna walk up as Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are going towards the big top and kind of say a little bow and say, bosses, sorry to interrupt. I know you're on a tight schedule. But I'm really sorry, but I overheard you say something about a Kenku. I've seen it, and it's trying to get people to help it with something? I don't know.
So I'm basically just trying to talk their ear off and get them to be distracted by my conversation so Moon can do something.
Yeah, you hear them like, Kelvin, 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 they're trying to get a word in. As you are welcome to make a sleight of hand check for me, Moon.
Real quick, has the scepter been collected and walked out as well?
Mr. Light has it in his hand, unfortunately. It's going to be a bit harder to lift.
But
Okay.
I would assume
One of the
Mr.
things
Witch would have the pocket watch in their pocket, I would assume.
You can see a chain hanging out of his front petticoat pocket. That is correct. Going to take some deft fingers here. All the best to you. If you have any kind of blessings or bonuses from your time here at the carnival, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Check here. With that, as you brush against him, well, you don't need to because you are invisible. It's kind of keeping the most subtlest of influences. You manage to very gently unclip it. And as he walks off, and you see your friend kind of step out the way hastily, making the slightest bit of contact, you use that to lift this ornate piece out. And you have it kind of tucking it into your pocket, becomes susceptible to the invisibility charm, disappearing from sight.
Very nice, Moon.
And then as soon as Mr. Witch and Mr. Light leave to go to the big top, Kelvin is gonna walk over to their caravan where Thaco went inside and give a little knock.
It doesn't take very long before figure. You can see that his makeup is kind of smeared slightly. He's in the process of changing some of it. Yes.
Hey Thaco. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, you know, they went to the big top, but they were saying something about a Kenku and just on the other side of the big tent, down toward the Calliope, I saw the Kenku trying to hand out flyers for people to. I think they were trying to boycott the carnival. Burley's busy. I can't get a hold of him, and everyone else is kind of at the big top. And I know this will be a job for you. And also here. And Kelvin will hand him the disguise self single-use application. It looks like you need a little bit of a touch-up. Here you go. And he'll kind of hand. But I know it wouldn't be good for the carnival if that Kenku thing got people to believe it or and boycott the carnival, because that's what we do. You're the only one here.
Deception
Thaco.
check.
Okay. Deception.
Also,
Yeah.
is there any way I can use the wizard puppet glove to cast one of the 3 minor illusions?
Your invisibility would fade, but you could do it.
Oh. Okay.
Shaman,
Oh my
the
God.
guys that are outside on the other side there,
Let's go.
So,
you've kind of...
Wow.
Burley hasn't come around again. He seems to be inside. Very nice deception there. Thaco stands up with the sigh, takes the disguise you offer him, and kind of does storm out of the area.
Okay, and as soon as he's clear, I rabbit hop real quick over to the hedge, open it up, and say, "All right, come on, and gesture for everyone to come inside. As the staff area should be cleared out by now, because everyone went to the big top extravaganza.
You hear in the background, "Welcome one and all to this evening's extravaganza. I am Mr. Light, prepare to be delighted." And kind of the crowd cheers. You're on the outside. Yes, the staff area is empty at this point. You can hear the carnival begin in full swing. Well, the events at least in the big top.
Okay, and as I gesture them all in, I say,
We have to be quick. We need to do whatever you want to do, and then we should probably circle back around and go in the front of the big top together as a group, and just make it seem like we've been there. Okay? There's their caravan.
while he's at the hedge, I'm just gonna go ahead and go in to the caravan. What is the most distracting thing I see?
And you're going to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light's caravan?
Yes.
Wagon thing? Yes, okay. And you rolled an investigation. Aha. Well, I would think as you look, you find what looks to be an ornate hat box. Opening it, there is a beautiful, it's kind of like a monarch's crown. You've heard them speak about at the end of the night they're going to crown the Witchlight monarch, and you found the crown. It looks splendid. Golden butterflies, kind of melted, suspended in mid-flight with jeweled linings on their wings, and yeah, beautiful.
Okay, I put it back. Hearing them approach, I'll put it back.
All right. So are you all now just filing into Mr. Witch, Mr. Light's wagon and kind of closing the door and behind you?
Yeah, as I get to the door, I knock on it before I go in.
Nice.
Kelvin's not going to go in. He's going to sit on the front stairs as a lookout, taking the place of Thaco while they're inside, just in case.
Okay. Well, if anyone would like to give me an investigation check or a perception check or anything else you plan on doing in the situation, you find yourselves now inside this wagon. There's still a lamp up, so it's not dark.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
Keeps
give
me
out
lying.
a
trying to think of what I should be looking
perception
for.
check.
Sure.
Probably go ahead and cast guidance on myself just in case. Never mind, not needed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a variety of interesting... Yes, sorry?
I got a 19 for mine.
Yep, and you guys are looking out for anything in particular, or just kind of something interesting, something valuable, strange?
I'm trying to keep an eye on our friend. We got him into the employee area and into the boss's caravan. I want to make sure he doesn't do anything that would...
Okay.
While as Kelvin is kind of ushering everyone in, he'll say, "Yep, the Witchlight Carnival is great for a lot of things, a lot of fun. If you want to have a lot more fun, look for things like and what are those locations that we heard the Kenku talk about?"
There was the Fey Realm of Prismere. Is that what you're referring
Prismere.
to?
Yep. Look for anything. Yeah, anything like Prismere or something like that, or anything of a location that you haven't heard about. And Kelvin will just quickly say that as he ushers everyone in and closes the door behind him.
Nice. And we got a couple of good perceptions, insights. Sydney, unfortunately, is just getting distracted by all the strangeness around him.
Sounds about right.
You do start to notice some interesting objects, strange costumes. Let's see here, though. The one thing that does catch your eye more than anything else as you look around, I'm afraid, is a... where is it now? A beautiful little tiny replica of a chest.
Just a tiny replica of a chest.
A bejeweled chest. And you are welcome to give me, if anyone is proficient in Arcana.
I am.
Okay. Want to give me a roll there?
I'm gonna walk up to Sydney and then I'm gonna gently place a hand on his shoulder. Go ahead and
Oh, damn.
Oh dang.
You can give us a roll as well. We got an 18 from Benbrick, which is pretty good.
I was gonna cast guidance on you, so go ahead and roll a d4.
Nice. So,
Me or Sydney?
Sydney.
no
The
problem.
16.
Okay, pretty good. As you guys both take a look over it, you both recognize this for what it is. It's kind of an anchor point for an arcane spell that is quite interesting. I'm not sure if either of you would have seen this before, but you would understand that this chest is a replica of a much larger chest that is hidden somewhere nearby on the ethereal plane, with magic that can exchange these two chests. well, not exchange, but this anchor can kind of bring the other one into the material plane and vice versa.
Is there any kind of I guess malicious magic on it?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. I'm gonna take it and put my speaking doll, my talking doll, in its place.
Yeah. Okay. Does your doll have a name or any kind of personality?
It can. I want to say it can say up to 6 phrases. It looks hideous.
Nice.
And the only thing, oh, actually, it doesn't speak anymore because as soon as I put it down, it's not attuned to me anymore.
Sad. There's a bit of kind of light that fades from its eyes as you stand up. But
Okay, so
the talking.
who has the chest now?
He's got the replica chest.
Yeah.
You would know that the moving from the ethereal plane to the material plane would not change the chest's location. So having this anchor does nothing if you move away from this location.
Do we know what like, probably not what ethereal plane it goes to, right?
It's just kind of one background plane that mirrors the material plane. It's kind of always in the shadows in the back, and it's got the same relative features. The parts of it that are close to the material plane, at least, do mimic it somewhat.
It would summon the chest out of a pocket plane to here, and then put it back when we were done.
Yes.
So, would there be enough room to summon it here?
You see a suspiciously chest-shaped space left open in the wagon.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to summon the other chest, I guess.
You see, as you do that... sorry, Calvin, I'm just getting a bit of background. Is your noise suppression on? Not like a TV or something. Cheers.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Thank
sorry.
you. As no stress. Let's see. As you back out, there is a small popping sound as a very large jeweled chest, inexact replica, appears before you. This one is, I mean, this is probably worth thousands of gold pieces. It's inlaid with so many jewels. What are you doing? Okay, investigation check if you're looking for traps. You can hear inside. They have started the elemental orchestra. You can just see kind of Kelvin from where you are into the back of the big top. A couple of elementals are filing in, and you can see the kind of earth elementals giving percussion, while the air elementals provide with the wind instruments and so forth. And you can hear the kind of appreciation, the oohs and the ahs from the crowds as this crazy symphony is happening in the big top. In the background, Moon, there are no traps here. It is not locked either. You can just simply lift the lid.
Kelvin's ears kind of droop a little bit, thinking to himself that, man, this is always a great show to watch. And he kind of half wishes that he was in there watching.
Fair enough. And what's happening with Moon? You see that it is safe. How are you proceeding?
Yeah, you guys just see the lid of the chest swing open.
Very nice. Inside lie a couple of items scattered around. There are a fair amount of coins. I mean, multiple bags. You kind of push them and they jingle. One or two potions, and then one or two very strange, well, not very strange, one or two items of interest. As are you guys poking through these and looking around?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, I was gonna say Emma would.
Okay. So there are a couple of things that stand out as not apparently inherently valuable. You find a bag, seemingly a bag of beans. You find a very suave-looking, ornate cloak that is folded up. As you dig through here, you do find a pipe that is carved in the shape of kind of a dragon's mouth. It has hinges on it. I think that is everything. Yeah.
Could I take the cloak and see what it is? Perhaps, perchance.
Sure. Let's see here. Do you have anything in mind for testing it out? Or would you like to just give me a general arcana check?
Yeah, I can go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and cast a little bit of a guidance on myself because it's there. It's a cantrip. Abuse.
For sure. If anything,
Crying
Baldur's
emoji.
taught us how broken guidance is.
Crying emoji.
Ow. 12. Okay. As you put it on, you kind of look around, waiting for something to happen, waiting for you to gain supervision, fly, something like that. I think it does happen. Kind of as you get a bit let down by the experience, you can see the purple bleed out of the cloak and is replaced by this kind of dark, somber brown.
Interesting.
I want to check out that that object that looked like the dragon's mouth.
Sure, it looks like a smoking pipe.
Yeah, I want to check out the pipe.
Welcome to try it.
The
As you-
Arcana or Insight or
Sure, I mean, you can give me an arcana if you'd like to see if there's any kind of interesting enchantment about this, any kind of magical aura. As you pick up this cloak, once you have that, it's not a step too far to kind of picture the color back, and you see it returns to purple.
What was the other item? There was the cloak, the pipe, and
It was coins, also a couple of bottles, and the final was... where is it?
is there a bag of beans?
The bag of beans. Thank you. Yes.
I'm gonna look at the bag of beans.
Okay, yeah, it is. It looks like a bag of beans. It's got about 12 beans inside of it. It's a heavy cloth bag. Let's see here. 33. Is that even possible? I think it's adding the d20s together there.
That's weird.
So that's a 15
yeah, so I got
plus a 3
18.
is an 18. Yeah. No problem. Okay. There is definitely something interesting about the beans. As you look at them, you kind of get the sense of a great potential if one had to plant one in the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna take that and not the heaviest bag of coins, but the lightest. And I'm gonna just say I don't think we should take much more. Yeah. And they might notice if a whole bunch goes missing.
Well, I didn't get that arcana check from Sydney. If you
Oh,
picked up the pipe?
Did it not go through?
No, what did you get?
Oh, I never rolled. 13.
13? Okay.
You know what? Go ahead and roll a d4. I'll cast guidance on you too.
I keep forgetting I have guidance too.
Yeah.
I'm running off like 2 hours of sleep here.
She's
No
just out
stress,
here
man.
like Oprah Winfrey with guidance.
Everybody has
And you get a
guidance.
guidance, and you get a guidance, and you get a guidance.
Listen, guidance is a
Alright, so-
cantrip. I can cast it as many times as I want.
I got a 4 on the D4, so 17.
Ooh.
Hell
nice.
yeah. You with the max rolls on the guidance.
Let's see here. As you look at this, it is exquisitely made, very ornate. There seems to be a bit of a taste of conjuration to it, you would guess. Would you? There does seem to be a pack of tobacco next to it. I mean, it is a pipe.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put a little bit in and puff on it a little bit.
Okay, and as you look, taking the beautiful countenance of this kind of ivory pipe, you see that the smoke cloud you exhale is a great dragon that unfurls its wings, blowing its own little smoke breath weapon into the air before flying out and dissipating after a second or two into wisps.
I don't think we should be puffing on that pipe in a very enclosed area, Sydney. How about we put that away and try it later? Good
Well-
talk, great talk.
You realize, sorry, this is kind of what you have as you look down.
Very nice.
As for you, I'm afraid, the cloak, as you try to play around with it, you start to kind of figure out its ins and outs. It's not very hard to control, actually. It does not even require attunement, and you are kind of able to force it to take on any style. Silk, satin, bejeweled, covered in feathers, colors, everything. The cloak of many fashions.
Heck yeah, another cloak in my possession. That does nothing but look cool. Amazing. This is just a trend for me now, but I love it. Heck yeah.
So, I'm going to I'm gonna put the doll in the chest. I'm gonna use the magical face paint that I have. Can I turn into Burly?
What is it, disguise self? Yeah, you should be able to. You're not overly short, are you?
No.
Yep, no problem.
And I'm going to. I know that like none of my actual my hands won't leave an imprint. It's just all like kind of clairvoyant, or not clairvoyant. Like it's not there.
No problem. Yeah.
I want to kind of somehow trace my hand or whatever to make it look like his handprint on a piece of paper.
Okay.
And
Kind of
say,
like a kid's drawing.
kind of like a kid's drawing, and then say thanks for the stuff, and then turn it back into the small chest as soon as everybody's done.
Okay. So you're basically setting up early.
Not Burly. Burly was the guy in the back. Who's the
clown?
the clown that was out? Thaco. That's right.
Yeah,
Thaco. Sorry, Thaco. not Burly. Thaco.
All right. Trying to set up Thaco the clown. As you look around, let's see. There would be actually one final thing that you find in there. And let's just get this. As you hear the carnival sounds come back in full swing from outside, your friend Kelvin kind of sitting watching. Are you doing anything specific while this is all taking place behind you, Kelvin?
No, just watching for Thaco to come back or trying to get them out of there before Thaco came back, if he came back.
Fair enough. You guys see a curious little slip of paper at the bottom of the chest. And Benbrick, you got about 30 gold pieces when you took out that smaller pouch. You do see a bit of writing scribbled on this strange slip. Now, yes, you do have this strange gnome nearby who's been enthralled with all of this, but not too interested in the strange material items you found. They've been sifting through bookshelves, looking in through desks, looking for like a scrap, a hint, anything that might help her with information she's looking for. You haven't seen her, hasn't been interested in taking anything or anything like that as well. Now, as do you pick up the scrap and see what information is written on it?
Amma does.
Very well. Then, as you do, you see two things written. One seems to be a rhyme, and the other seems to be one of the attractions. You can see written Hall of Illusions, and under that, a strange sentence that reads as such: Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where.
I'm guessing we're supposed to go to the Hall of Illusion.
Yeah. Maybe we have to speak those words when we're inside.
More than likely, but if anything, I would say we should head there and out of here.
Yes, I think we've spent enough time here. We don't want to get caught with them coming back.
DM,
Yes.
after watching the bird for this long and him not really doing anything, even with him not being able to see that he's being watched, I'd like to take a moment and investigate one last time, looking for anything that mentions one of the three beasts that we were told about at the carousel.
Okay. Let's see what you can make your roll.
Yes. Sorry.
And I can help. I have proficiency and advantage.
Nice. You can roll. You can give us a double roll, Moon Moon. Advantage roll.
Much
What are we
better
all
than
together?
one. I mean, flipping the
I
7
can
of
cast
light.
guidance on him. Or not.
We're good.
Okay, that is interesting. Looking specifically for anything of these three strange creatures you've seen. Looking through the books, you do note one of them mentions something about some figures that the writer refers to as the Hourglass Coven. And you just kind of notice the line, having to deal with the hideous beasts. Following along the lines, you see an interaction where it would appear that the writer was forced into a situation they did not want to be in, and they are referred to here as what would it be? Slackjaw Lorna, Granny Nightshade, and the final one. Let me just double check my notes. I'll get back to you on that. But you can see they had a meeting with them and it didn't go too well. And you notice a specific line that catches your attention. Per our agreement, anyone who did not pay entry price and is found in the carnival is fair game.
Emma is gonna walk up to Moon Moon and ask him what he has found.
Do you share this, Moon?
Am I no longer invisible?
I mean, they just see a floating book.
Kind of
Yes, but-
assumed that's where our Panther Tabashi is over.
But two
You're probably
things.
coming
One,
to the end of
time
it.
frame. Yeah, I'm inquiring about the time frame, and then two, also, if I point at words in an invisible hand, it's not going to really help you. So I'll hand the book over.
You can still speak.
I can't really. So I'll hand her the book.
No problem. Oh, you see the same interaction. It does not look very good for the owner's innocence.
Okay, I'll go ahead and relay that information to the rest of the party to get their thoughts.
Fair game, huh? I remember sneaking in as a child, didn't pay something. So does that make me fair game?
Sydney, Kelvin, you see Mr. Wit quickly moving, striding with speed out of the back of the tent. He's patting his pockets, checking himself down. He is surrounded by one or two witchlight. He's surrounded. He's got Burley behind him, trailing over in another witchlight hand. What are you doing? You with this, Kelvin?
Oh, yep. Sorry, Mike was muted. Kelvin is gonna stand up, give a tap with the back of his foot nonchalantly, quickly against the door that they're in, and just kind of hop down and start to walk towards them and say, Thaco went looking for the Kenku. I have everything covered here. Everything seems to be okay.
What are you talking about? Have you seen my watch?
No, I haven't. The lost and found usually
Out of
picks
the
them
way.
up. The lost and found over that way.
Pushes you aside. Not interested.
Would we have heard knock?
With my
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna say,
yeah.
like-
Yeah, I was saying everything loudly.
Okay.
Can I lean out the window and use the glove of wizard puppetry to use one of the 3 charges of minor illusion?
What are you trying to make?
Over by the big top, near one of the hedges in the corner of why isn't this pinging? There we go. I would like to make Thaco call out. I've got the Kenku, he's over here.
And he has your watch.
I call
Right,
him stealing.
You're welcome to make a deception check for me.
I'll go ahead and cast guidance on him. I'll pat him on the back and kind of put my hand on his back and cast guidance.
I think at this
Okay.
point he's still invisible.
No, because I used the glove, I'm losing that.
Ah, okay, I got you. Yeah.
I'm also proficient in deception, so I can help.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make it. Yeah, advantage plus guidance, it looks
14.
like. 14 total? Or 18?
So they have the advantage.
Uh,
Oh, there you rolled it. I didn't see. Yeah, you do have advantage, so give us another one.
24.
Much better.
Nice.
Stealing. Of course, why didn't I think of that damned bird? You see, kind of turns and begins to move off. Daco, where are you? I'm going to move off in that direction.
As
You
I
do
see
have-
them out the window,
Time to go.
moving away, I will usher the crew together and I'll point at the chest.
Oh yeah, close back up the chest and put it back.
Okay, so what was... Did you take the cloak?
Yeah.
The pipe?
I put the pipe back.
Okay, the bag of beans?
Yes.
You took the beans. Okay. You took one of the bags of money and you got 30 gold pieces. Did anyone else take money?
I didn't.
No, I didn't.
Okay, that is fine. Just want to understand what has gone there. But enough time is bought by your friend with some clever illusion magic for you to slip out unseen. You can see the big top extravaganza is still currently going on, but Mr. Witch looks too preoccupied to worry about that for now.
Did the Hall of Illusions up?
As everyone jumps out of the wagon, at a really close nearby hedge, Kelvin's gonna open it up, send him through, and say, "I'll meet you by the Hall of Illusions." And then Kelvin will go back in and like briskly walk toward the big top from inside the staff area, saying, "Well, good luck. Thaco's over there, I guess. I'm gonna go watch the show." And Kelvin will head into the big top, basically skirting around everyone to go out the front.
Okay.
I give everybody 6 gold. And
How generous of you.
Yes.
When we're going back to the Hall of Illusions, I dump the beans in my bag and I throw both the bags and the water.
All right. And so Kelvin, you heading through the big top, you can see they've got one of the events where the crowd can participate in this strange, rather muscular gnome you saw from earlier. It's dressed up like a baby, is chasing one of the crowd members who's been shrunk down and fitted in a small tiny car, and they're riding around the little track as this now monumental figure kind of thunders after them. The crowd is really enjoying it, but you head out into the cool night air once more. And it's a strange kind of almost serene moment now, as most of the folks are in the big top extravaganza. The rest of the carnival is actually fairly, well, not completely empty, but not as many as there normally are.
Kelvin will just regularly walk over to the Hall of Illusions, looking around. Do I see Thaco anywhere as I'm
You do
walking
not.
by? Okay, good.
We'd like to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelvin is starting to have, he's not sure what they did inside there. He just knows that they probably shouldn't have been in there, and now he's kind of second guessing, should he really have let them go in there and look around since he wasn't able to watch them? But he just hopes that they had fun.
A real good experience for everyone involved.
Yes.
Sounded like as you head over to the Hall of Illusions with the strange message ringing in your ears, you guys find it mostly deserted. You see the mime, his name is eluding me now, Mr. Candlefoot, that's it. And he bows and mimics that he needs to punch your ticket stubs for you to get in.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll hand him my
Okay.
ticket stub.
You head inside to the mostly deserted Hall of Illusions. You can see rows of mirrors leading down into the distance, your reflections kind of bouncing around off at you. There's meant to be, there's like a procession where you can walk along a set of differently curved and warped mirrors as well.
As Kelvin goes in with everyone, as he does every time he walks through the Hall of Illusions, he'll find the curved mirror that makes you look a lot taller and skinnier, and he'll stand in that and kind of bulge himself up and give little poses.
Yeah, and you'd be quite aware of some of the general trickery that takes place here, but as the others begin to move along, you see a rather peculiar effect. Rather than just warp your image, you see yourself as a little child. And as you kind of walk along the mirrors, this figure, this image of you, which mirrors your movements and everything, seems to slowly grow until eventually it would reach the age you are now, and it would continue beyond that. You see yourself aging further.
It's always a fun one, guys. So what did you find out as we're kind of walking along?
Well, something does catch your attention. some strange bit of movement towards the edge. So the end of the tent. It was a bit unseen as you had to first come around the corner effectively. A strange little girl with a giant lollipop and a pig-faced mask is busy leading a dwarf gentleman, a big bushy beard, and you hear it, "This way, follow me. It's right around here." And she is stepping, as you see this, into one of the mirrors, about 80 feet away, and just as if the surface was water moving inside. You can see this dwarf's kind of eyes look a bit fuzzy, and looks like enraptured as he is stepping through as well.
Would Kelvin recognize what's going on? Or has he seen this happen before, or?
This is the little girl, and you have never seen her before.
Oh, that's odd. Hey, you. Hey. Kelvin just kind of speeds up a little bit. Hey, mister. Mister.
Does not seem to take notice of you. By the time you reach it, the last tiny little bit is disappearing. You claw at the surface of the mirror, but as it kind of bounces back from his entrance, it becomes solid as glass. You see this figure is holding the hand, but you cannot see the little girl anymore. She's to the right, off the side of the mirror, and he steps that way out of sight as well while you're helplessly watching.
Well,
Sydney will kind of go up to Kelvin, look at the mirror, like, what just happened there?
I don't know. That doesn't normally happen.
Can I make an insight?
Yeah, what would you like to insight?
Essentially like how the mirror would work, or would that be an Arcana check?
That'd be more Arcana, I think.
Okay.
That's where I was going.
Jesus Christ, that's a super high roll.
Yeah,
I was
Ridiculous.
I got an advantage and a +3, so I rolled an 18.
I was gonna
what's-
say I could either guidance or help, but never mind.
What is advantage from?
I have advantage on Arcana checks.
Because of?
Let me see.
That's quite strong.
Does it have to do with something specific?
I'm trying to see how do I. Let me see if it's in my feats.
In the
I'll go ahead and roll
Oh,
Arcana.
Sure.
It's to recall information about fey, fiends, or undead.
Yeah, so okay, it's not going to help you here, but your first roll was an 18, so that was a genuinely good roll, which does result in a 21 still. And I'm afraid as well, you're adding your 16 in there as well, which is pretty decent. You see there's definitely strange magic going on here. You're struggling to, I mean, there is kind of an essence to the Fey of it. So I don't know how much experience you have with Fey magic precisely, but the mirror has been used before, especially in magic, as a bit of a kind of, just because of its nature, as a communication of places. You would guess there's some kind of link between here and somewhere else, and that makes use of these mirrors as kind of the entranceway.
So kind of like a portal of some sort.
Yeah, effectively.
Sydney will walk up to the mirror and like kind of knock on it.
Now we're thinking with portals.
Dum, dum, just solid
Hither-
glass.
Hither, thither, here and there, wander, yonder, show me where.
What was that?
I was
You see the surface of the mirror flicker, begin to swirl.
Sydney goes to knock on it again.
Your hand goes right through.
So I just push forward and wave to the rest of the party like, yay!
I'll look at Kelvin since he wasn't in the caravan with us and explain that there was a note we found at the bottom of a chest.
You didn't steal anything, did you?
Don't worry about it.
Did you have fun?
She's gonna lots of fun. She's gonna step
Okay.
through the portal.
Well, let's go.
Also, the
Nice.
entire time that we've been in here, my reflection doesn't show, so you just see like floating clothes.
Nice. Well, were you born with this condition? Because maybe you would show as a child and then suddenly stop.
I was not born with this condition.
Interesting. Well, Moon, as you is so just to get an idea, is everyone now intending to head into this mirror, or are you kind of looking
having
around?
fun?
Did you guys
Kelvin's
say
gonna go in.
that the creature was still standing to the right of the mirror or on the other side of the mirror? I didn't hear that quite clearly.
It's kind of stepped into the mirror and then kind of off screen to the side, and you lost sight of it, as if it went somewhere
okay.
else.
Okay.
Come on, Kelvin. It's gonna be fun.
Well, we are technically still in the Hall of Illusion, so I haven't seen this bit yet, but it's gotta be fun if it's here. Stick together now.
Okay. And as you head through, one by one, you can kind of feel the mist swirling in the mirror, blotting out your reflections as you almost get sucked through. And you find yourselves getting pulled. The air gets a bit heavier. There's a kind of a mist that swirls in around you. As you try to look around, and I don't hear anything for now. So, yeah, I think it would be. You find yourself on a massive causeway. As for what you see in front of you, let's get you onto the right page. Where are we? There we go. You stand at the edge of a raised and broken causeway under a hazy twilight sky. The causeway, which seems to be built from pale stones that glow faintly from within, towers over the surrounding landscape. Large sections of it you can see have unfortunately crumbled away. It does not look in very good condition. You guys find yourself right here. And you can see a fog-shrouded swamp spreading out below you in all directions. And up from its murk wafts the smell of rotting plants. Also, you see the swamp is the place is alive with the music of nature. You can hear a discordant symphony of croaking frogs, singing birds, and everything in between.
Looking back, do I see the mirror or is it vanished?
As the last of you steps through, we'll say for ease sake, Moon, as you see Moon step through, you see the witchlight wand, the witchlight watch get pulled from him and fall to the ground in the Hall of Illusions, and the door closes.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't think we're in the carnival anymore.
And Kelvin will go back to where the door was and just kind of do like bunny hop over the threshold and back and over the threshold and back. Just kind of looking really nervous.
Oh, no.
Can I recite the poem again?
You can. Nothing seems to happen.
Oh, I'm gonna get fired for this.
I think we have more pressing matters at hand. Where are we? And then I'm just gonna take a look around.
But we're not in the carnival anymore.
Well, obviously.
I'll take 3 arrows out. 1, I will lay where the boundary was, if I recall where that was. And then 2 that I will cross about 5 feet forward from there.
Okay.
So that if someone comes to the mirror and opens the window, they can see an X on the ground, basically.
Okay.
Unless
You hear...
they get moved.
Sorry?
I said unless it gets moved. We're not alone.
Fair enough. You hear an eruption of water. Just this immense trumpeting sound moving over to the edge. You see in the distance what looks to be just a fountain shooting up about 3 or 4 feet into the air. and it begins to, you can see it's quite a distance away, this kind of large well that you can just make out as it seems to shred the mist around it, revealing itself momentarily. You can see the water level of the entire place kind of begin to rise. You lose sight of the rivers, everything kind of becomes this marshy mess.
Do we see the dwarf and the girl with a lollipop at all?
You do not. You can make a perception check if you'd like, or if you guys would like to make any other checks in this time here.
I would like to make a perception, not for the girl, but to see if we can can try to get like my bearings.
Yeah, same.
Alrighty.
Also, where's our Kenku friends? Did they stay on the other side?
Part of their pact is they cannot enter Prismia.
So, did they stay on the other side?
Yes, unfortunately they would have stayed on the other side. You guys do, you could hazard a guess from that, I guess. You would be in Prismia yourselves.
Did they pick up the watch? Did we see them?
I imagine she would.
Okay, cool.
Okay. As you guys look around, let's see, we got some perception checks here. Sydney, very nice, 19, 19. Kelvin with a natural 20 as well. And so we've got, you're trying to look around, get your bearings, and understand what, look for natural landmarks, things like that. Anything in particular? You can see the closest thing to you would be this this weird slanty tower, like a wizard's tower that rises up and is kind of being dragged down by the vines again. You do, looking over the edge, see that there's a large amount of shelf-like fungus that would probably aid you in getting down if you planned on going that way. A large kind of cut tree trunk rising into the sky is off in the far distance, surrounded by wooden walkways coming around it. Just spidering out over a particularly marshy area of the swamp. And kind of standing around watching for a couple of minutes, 5-10 minutes, you start to see something strange. The water level begins to lower again. You can hear a strange sucking sound as the wells seem to be swallowing it back up. And pretty soon the map looks how you see it now, just with kind of very slight rivers running through it.
I forgot I was muted. I want to keep my eye out for those frog creatures.
Okay, there's those weird little creepy looking things. Who do we lose now?
Might have been
Oh,
He's hearing you funny, so he's gotta reset it, I guess.
no problem.
So as
You
Kelvin's hopping around over the threshold, you notice something a little bit different about him. Instead of like the original one that I'm posting in the chat, the second picture is what he originally looked like, but short. Now he looks more of that cartoony style. Once he entered
Nice.
where we are. His voice doesn't change because I can't change his voice, but you know.
That's cute. And I also had child art for Moon.
Tiny kitten cat.
we're literally, we jumped into the page master. So we
Yeah.
Oh, heck.
Nice.
I love it. Looking off in the distance, how far can we see on this map?
Every now and again, the mist fluctuates, but if you were to be down there, you'd be in the thick of things. You wouldn't be able to see very far. From up here, you do kind of have the vantage point.
There is that leaning tower that seems to be pretty close. Is there a way to get down, or a way to get over there without getting down?
Unless you can fly, not without getting down, but you do see the large shelf fungus, which would probably be easy enough to climb down to. It would make the check not require. It would make the climb not require a check at all, effectively.
I mean, we might as well try to find somebody who knows where we are or something.
Sorry, Moon Moon, is my voice strange coming through weirdly?
No, I had to close Discord, rejoin. I also had to
Okay.
unpair and repair my Bluetooth. It was just Bluetooth. It's weird.
Strange. Well, I think as you guys decide on the path forward, you do see, well, you first of all, you see this large creature kind of rise up. You hear the fluttering of wings and perching on the edge of the Queen's Way, rising up from the swamp. This large crane-like bird that turns regarding you. You can see the face is strange, just like a swirling vortex of energy, just this beautiful blue pearl in the center as it regards you and lets out this strange musical warbling cry that kind of has a weird echo to it before taking flight again and launching into the air. The wildlife here exceedingly strange. You kind of look around at the swamp that now lies before you. And then, as you look around from your view on this beautiful highway, you can see every now and again swirling in the mist off in the very far distance, probably where this road leads, what looks to be a beautiful palace surrounded by these strange fog. But as for your immediate surroundings, back on this this beautiful ornate bridge, what is the plan? Are you climbing down?
Yeah, I think that's
I was gonna say,
really
yeah,
the
I
only
think that's
option right now.
the consensus, yeah.
Yep, I believe so.
Very well. It doesn't take you too long before you begin to feel the fungus beneath your feet, and it's pretty stable, moving from one to the other, helping each other, and just taking it slow. You very soon feel the sticky mud beginning to squelch beneath your feet. As you look out, you see tangled mangroves growing out of pools of rippling water, half hidden by the thick fog, and purple mushrooms clinging to rotten logs. Stumps as well, kind of as scattered throughout the marshes. The main sound is this blaring crickets that in your ear. You can see they seem to glow like fireflies here, and they're chirping serenely before being snatched out of the air around you by hungry frogs.
Whimsical. Very whimsical.
Are these the same frogs from the carnival? Or are they just a different, just like kind of garden variety frogs?
Yeah, they seem more normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say what? Do all frogs look the same, Sydney? Huh? Are you? Are
Well,
you against? I got something at frogs.
the creatures we shoot away, they were frog-like creatures, so
They
you
weren't
never know.
closets, right? Closets are terrible if you don't know what a closet is.
Feeling less the childlike wilderment of a fairground and everything, I am gonna reach down into my bag of gray tricks and summon a creature.
Okay, yeah, let's give us a roll. And now that the kind of the surprise and the shock has worn off, you're looking around at this slice of the Feywild you find yourself in. Two people in particular, and that would be Sydney and Moon Moon. You both find yourself with this strange pang of longing. You feel that the item or what has been taken from you lies somewhere in this Fey domain.
Like I kind of gasp with the sudden realization, and it's here. I know it's here somewhere. It's here.
Sorry, Moon Moon, I just went blank. What was the D8 for again?
I believe it's a summon
Sorry, you
creature.
said let's get a roll.
Bag of tricks.
Oh yes, for the bag of tricks. That's right. We have the bag of tricks. It should be in your journal. I'll bring it up for us.
I've got it pulled up, and I've got
Okay.
the creature's chart
What do you
now
get?
pulled up as well. A badger.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I hope it's not a honey badger.
Yeah, he's not really doing shit then.
And
Oh,
yeah,
Kelvin, I can't hold it in anymore. I stole a bag of magical beans and 30 gold, and am afraid stole a cloak from the.
I
Oh
mean,
no.
I never said I didn't take anything. I just said don't worry about it.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Well, we can always return it when we get back. Maybe it'll help us here.
Kelvin, I don't know if you've noticed, but our way back is kind of gone.
we can find a way back. Someone can always send us back. There's always a way back through. Somewhere. Maybe. And Calvin will start patting their feet still more nervously.
Again, I think we have more pressing matters than a couple of stuff.
If
Also,
we have a
snitches
little
get
bit of
stitches.
time, I want to take a little bit of time to see if I can't cast Identify on that wooden magnifying glass. See if there's anything special about it.
The one without a glass in it?
Yeah, without the lens.
You can certainly do that. You come
Also-
to the realization, yes?
I was gonna say also, Kelvin, here's 6 gold.
Nice.
Well,
Blood
okay.
money.
I'll hold on to this for you. And Kelvin will put it in his pouch.
You do find that there doesn't seem to be anything magical about the lens. I'm afraid it is simply a empty magnifying glass.
Just a frame? Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine having a circle-shaped stick in your pocket, thinking it's magical.
Alright. Well, then what I'll do... Wait, do I have... Oh, yeah, I have dark vision. Never mind.
You
Does anybody not
hear...
have dark vision?
I'll take one if I know what you're doing.
I was gonna attune the... Not attune, do magical tinkering and give the magnifying glass frame the 5-foot radius of light.
If anything, as a Twilight Cleric, I can give someone 300 feet of dark vision.
Kelvin does not have dark vision.
Yeah, the lords have blessed you this day.
Alright, so yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll tinker with it a little. I'll give it the magical property. And then I'll just kind of hand it over to Kelvin and say, would this help you at all?
Is it what time of day is it, DM?
It is twilight.
Twilight, okay. Yeah, it could definitely help, thank you.
I hand it to-
Nice.
That's a cool
And-
trick.
There is a strange event that catches all your attentions as you're having this conversation at the base of this grand highway. You see in the distant sky, punching through the mist, a great balloon made of patchwork material. And as you watch, it seems to be spinning out of control as though punctured, causing the wicker basket that hangs from it to swing wildly. You see the balloon plunging by out of sight. You hear this voice, "Oh my, oh my, oh my!" As it goes further and further and further, you hear at the end, "Wiggle walk!" as it goes out of sight. It seems to be heading in the direction that you were heading. It looked like it was moving towards the slanty tower, if anything.
Oh no. They might need help. And maybe they can help us get back to the carnival. We should go there.
Yeah, I start kind of running towards where you said it's the balloon, right? Or did we just hear a voice? Didn't see anything.
I know you could see it.
Alright, I'll start making my way towards it in a brisk manner.
Okay, is the whole party moving up after him? You guys ready
Kelvin
to head
is
out?
hopping along, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and just before Calvin hops ahead, Emma will tell him, like, if things get a little too dark, to let her know.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then she's
Well-
just gonna lightly chase after everybody.
Thankfully, the water seems to stay sucked up by the wells. It is easy enough to move through the mangrove trees, well, much easier than when the whole area is flooded, but you make pretty good progress and find yourselves very quickly seeing looming out of the distance these vines that rise up from the base of the slanty tower. Now, as you actually... Wait, let's get you on the right page here. Oh, whoops. I did not think you would get here so fast. Just give me 1 second. I just got to transmogrify this page in from the other game. Slanty Tower. Okay, and we're good.
The Leaning Tower of Magic.
So you do, as you are approaching it, see that you seem to have found your hot air balloon. Looks like it has snagged itself at the very tip of the tower itself, and is hanging kind of against the top of it. The base of the tower seems to be engulfed in these vines. Here we are. Found some really awesome artwork. It kind of looks like this. Oh, wait, that's the wrong people. Oh, don't worry about them.
Whoa, it's like we went into an alternate universe. Who are we?
So you find yourselves arriving here on the edge, and time to find out if I have all your tokens done properly. But from what you see specifically, the tower's got this thick, very thick, spiky vines that look quite dangerous. Brambles is how they refer to them. You can see hanging from the crenellations on the lower side of the peak, the woven basket. It dangles about 30 feet above the surface of the swamp. How are you approaching the situation here?
We have access to our tokens.
Those that don't will have them momentarily, and I will sort
Nice.
them all out to be properly done by next time at least.
Okay. So. How we be doing this?
Okay, so you all should have control of your tokens at this point. I will get proper circular tokens made up for you shortly as well if you don't have them. But how are you approaching the situation? You do see at the top the wicker basket. Yes.
How high up is it?
Just about 30 feet, just over.
Yeah, I want to look around, just kind of the premises to see if there's a way up around those like brambles.
If only I was level 2, I'd be able to. I think I'd have access to the Twilight Flight at level 2. If only. Thanks. But alas, I am level 1. Crying emoji.
Can Kelvin attempt to pick out spots that aren't thorned to get up within like 10 feet of it and hop to it?
You would have to kind of move into the thorns. You'd probably have to clear a little bit of a patch with a knife or something. Not as it stands right now. No, you wouldn't. You would be able to kind of reach the base of the tower. For what it's worth, you do see the tower door lies open, but you're not sure if there's a way to reach the basket once you're inside either.
Using acrobat.
You do hear acrobatics, yes.
Could I roll a perception to see if I can find a clearing or a way up safely?
You can. Give me a perception roll. What would you like to do with acrobatics, Moon?
Just kind of climb agilely up the vine.
Okay. Do you have a climbing speed? Sorry. You should, eh?
I do not know.
As a tabaxi, I believe you come with a built-in climbing speed, so you should be fine with that. You would be able to do this. It would take time, and you'd have to kind of get right into the thicket with something which might not be very safe. I'm afraid would let you know as they are peering deeply in, and they see these what would it be? Emerald scales moving past in a very sinuous, snake-like manner, indicating some creatures do exist in these brambles. You hear a voice from the wicker basket. Hello? Kind of trying to whisper, like a bit of a shouted whisper. I hear is someone down there?
Hello? Hello?
Not so
Hey.
loud,
Are you okay up there?
please. I'm a bit stuck. I could use a hand.
Well,
How do we get up?
you look pretty high. I could probably only jump about 17 feet if I run 10 feet first. Exactly.
Starts popping.
That's awfully specific, but I'm afraid I can't find out myself as I'm in a cage.
Of emotion?
No, it is quite physical, I assure you.
Are you inside the... Are you in the basket or are you in the tower?
Is there someone else I can speak to?
You guys, I don't think this guy's going to be any help. We should move on.
Oh, come on, we can't just leave him there.
Does he sound like he's in the basket or does he sound like he's in the house?
It sounds like it's coming from the basket. Yeah.
Okay.
So you said the basket's about
Cage
30
within
feet
the
up.
basket.
Emotional cage.
The basket is about 30 feet above. It is it's like 5 feet into where the brambles start, so it's a bit awkward to get right below it. Especially seeing as your friend pointed out these large creatures inside the brambles that look like, they do appear like kind of very thick snakes.
Okay. I'm gonna have rope. I'm gonna kind of fashion it to my hammer and try to use that as the grappling hook.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to throw it up to the basket to try to
Sure.
use that so I can climb.
Give me an athletics check.
As he's doing that, I'm just gonna gently
Oh,
walk
no.
behind him, place my hand. Oh no, there's no amount of guidance I can fix that.
Well, it's not a crazy high DC, but yeah, you'll come one shy even if you roll a 4, unfortunately. It kind of veers off and lands very close to the edge of the vines. You kind of have to gently extricate it, kind of wait with a bated breath to see if any creatures stir. Seems this time you were lucky.
Here, give me a shot.
I'm just gonna scowl at him and I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, but God can't even help you with that.
Kelvin will take the hammer and the rope gently, walk back 10 feet, and start to...
I'll-
and
I'll give
run
him a little
10
pat
feet.
and cat guidance.
Okay, a
Sure.
little push off. We'll run 10 feet and then jump into the air 17 feet and then try to toss it.
Nice.
What am I rolling? Athletics?
Yeah, I think athletics is going to be probably pretty appropriate here.
Okay.
You see your friend rise up.
Oh.
Very nice with a 20. Yep, the hammer sails easily over, getting wedged in. There it is. Oh, wait, too close. Huh? You can hear it like smack into something metal. And it's solid now. It's hooked. You can feel it. You can probably climb up.
All right, who wants to do the honors? Climbing up, see what's up there.
That's my rope. Of course, I'll climb.
Okay,
yeah, I'm
you're
gonna
welcome
start
to do so.
climbing.
Okay, making your way up the rope here, you can hear the kind of swamp ambience come to life around you, just all the creatures crying out. As you make it to the top, peeking over, there are two figures there. There is indeed a figure that is in a large metal cage. He's not exactly what you pictured, although maybe he is. Who am I to judge? It's a figure that... let me get you his handout. Ah, there you are. Thank you, my friend. I am Sir Talavar. And this is what you see. Looks like a fairy dragon of some kind.
And he's
I
the
just
one
wanna
inside the
say,
cage.
I love the fact that he has a mustache.
I said that
He's
is an
inside the
epic
cage.
mustache. That is an
I-
epic mustache.
That or someone drew it poorly onto his face with permanent marker, and now it just won't come off, and he's just rocking the look.
The other figure you see did not fare so well. They look to be face down and unmoving. This is like their species. It's like a humanoid frog species. Thank you. I am in a bit of a bind, as you can see. I was in the midst of a daring escape in the vile Bavlona Blightstraw. Beset our balloon with an ill wind. I was sent plummeting to my current unfortunate location. Alas, my pilot, the Honorable Wigglewog, did not survive. Please,
Emma's gonna shut up. She's gonna shut up. It's like, is it a literal cage or a metaphorical cage?
It's a literal cage. But if you're saying honorable pilot, why are you in a cage?
He was helping me escape. You see, I was to leave and tell the Queen of the fall of Prismia. I was trapped by my enemies and stuffed into this cage. The Honorable Wigglewog there managed to save me in a daring rescue and steal this balloon.
Yeah, I don't know if that insight's good enough, but
I gotta see this cage. And Calvin
You
will
don't-
start to climb up behind him.
You don't see any falsehoods. As you put weight on it, you can kind of feel the basket begin to swing. It's a bird cage, so it'll be easy enough for you to pick it up and take it with you.
Everyone's just climbing up.
Can I open it?
Emma's just watching this chaos unfold.
My friend, if you could open it, you would have my eternal gratitude. Alas, the key is not so easily picked. You can try and lockpick it or anything else you would like to do. It looks fairly intricate.
Kelvin will jump in.
I've got a crowbar. Maybe pop off a couple of.
You will get advantage on an athletics check then to try and wedge it open. Kelvin, you said you were jumping into the basket as well?
Yeah. Well, I'll be danged. It is a literal cage. Hello.
Good day, noble Herringun. Thank you for your assistance. Please, I'm on a valuable mission of import for the Queen of the Summer Court, no less.
What did you call me?
Wait, am I talking to Kelvin?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, Herringun, you are of the noble race, are you not?
I'm not sure. Kinda just me.
Well,
I'm Kelvin.
Is this loud enough for the rest of us down on the ground floor to hear?
Yeah, you could hear like whispered echoes of this.
She's gonna shout out like, he works at a carnival.
Oh, well, you are much more gracious than most of, no offense, most of the other Herringun that I see. There are quite
more
a
like
few
me?
of... there are, yes. Unfortunately, more than a few have taken to banditry. In the lack of Zybylna's presence, it would appear the law, the very fabric of the Prismere realm is falling apart.
Oh. Well, nice to meet you.
Oh, please,
that cage.
You need to get me down so I can complete my quest.
Bembrek, do you want some assistance in what you're trying to do? Because I have.
I did.
Well,
You said with advantage, right?
Yes, a 21 is a pretty good
Oh,
one.
there
You
you go.
get some good leverage and nothing. It doesn't even budge an inch. It would seem there is some enchantment on this, or it is metal that you have not encountered before.
Sir Televar, you said your name was?
Yes,
You can fly?
I can.
Well, what
Not
if we just
from here.
pick you up and toss you out of the basket?
That's not how gravity works, but okay.
Hearing
I'm
hearing
gonna
that,
just slowly slide the cage away from Kelvin.
hearing that, not
Please
seeing anything,
do.
Sydney
Save-
just kind
save
of
the-
keeps
save
his
the pixie
distance.
dragon.
Well, I guess we'll have to take you down then.
Kelvin, why don't you
Please.
take care of his friend and see if you can't get him down? I'll take the cage down myself.
Is there anyone else in there? Or is it just the cage? Just Talavar?
The cage and a
Bullywug.
deceased bullywug pilot. Unfortunately, he died in the crash. Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's having much fun.
I don't mean to. Let's see. He looks around.
We
Be
could
careful
parachute.
that. Yes?
Sorry.
He's just warning you of the serpents and the brambles. Just
Uh,
outside the tower door.
Where
Three
are
of us
we?
on-
Well, did you guys climb down from the basket, first of all?
Not yet. Well, I haven't yet. Because I was gonna actually do one last thing if he's not gonna carry the dead guy down.
I mean, I can, yeah, Kelvin
mean-
can try to plop him over the edge.
Because has he been dead longer than 30 minutes?
Oh my god.
Maybe not.
Oh my god.
I'll call up really quick so that we can get Sir the night
Talavar?
out first. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we use your cloak?
My cloak? Yeah. For what?
Yeah. We could stretch it out between the three of us, you, me, and Sid, and they could drop down the bird cage and we could parachute catch it inside of the cloak. It can become any kind of fabric, so maybe we could make it become kind of a stretchy, catchy fabric.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, we can do that.
If he hasn't been dead more than 30 minutes, I can create a potion of blood healing for me.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I
He
thought
is-
something else was gonna happen.
Kelvin,
I would be like, you're disgusting. Stop it.
look away.
Oh,
You would be able to make a potion.
Okay. Yeah, I can make one.
Seeing what
Can you
Ben
set the
Breck
bird
is
cage
doing,
down?
Kelvin's
Let's
gonna
get
go,
the
well,
weapons.
that's my cue. All right, Sir Televar Var, come on. And Kelvin will pick up the cage and just toss him over the edge towards the other that are holding the that are holding the cape.
Hopefully by the we have the fabric stretched out.
Well, that's
Because
what
if
I'm
not,
Thanks for
assuming.
the warning.
So Kelvin is not super dumb, but he's a little, but seeing what you guys would be doing, Kelvin catches it and just doesn't relay it to anybody or Sir Dalavar, just picks him up and chucks him at the little parachute y'all got.
Yeah,
Nice.
Little harebrained.
Yeah, you see him he's trying not to scream, but yeah, end over end, he falls down to the swamp, getting enveloped in the cloak. Oh my god, let's not do that again, please. Can anyone has a skill for opening locks, or I don't believe Bavlona would have made it easy for me to get out.
I'm gonna look at her Tabashi friend.
Distracted as he says that, I said, "Can I go next?" Yeah, I'll take a look at the cage.
Okay, using what skills? Perception. You're just taking a look. Leaning on your arcane, more thieves' tools. What?
Thieves' tools. I'm just gonna check them out.
And as he does so, I'm gonna place a gentle hand on his shoulder and just be like, "You got this, buddy."
Kelvin will watch him and say, and kind of like, basically do the same thing, like, all right, you can do it. Because
If
Kelvin
only he
has
knew.
proficiency in sleight of hand, so hopefully that can give him advantage.
Sure.
Yeah,
And you have guidance as well.
all the buffs.
Right, let's get this mega juiced roll 26
Delicious.
as
D4. 29.
oh, sorry, it was a 30 DC.
So
No, with
close.
that, it's pretty up there. You can see there is an element to magic that is kind of keeping a very relatively simple lock from being broken by you. Kind of working against that and working around these strange enchantments, you are able to find a workaround, in fact, and with that, you can hear the lock click. Sir Talabar kind of erupting from the cage. Finally! Free! Huzzah! Rising into the air, brandishing his sword, doing a couple of stretches and just kind of like sword motions. Friends, thank you. This is of great importance that I get this information back. I should be able to get it from here, please.
Get what information and where are you going?
So Moon. Okay, well, yeah, he will at least land. It is a sad tale. A sad tale of. You see, well, I come from the village of Downfall. He points into the distance, kind of in this direction. A bullywug village where I was being kept by one of 3 terrible sisters. You will find this one living in a cottage on stilts at the heart of a bullywug village. And I found out that her with the other 2 sisters form the Hourglass Coven. They, using some strange artifact called Igwil's Cauldron, they froze time inside Bilna's palace, trapping the Archfey inside. Since then, they have split the beautiful realm of Prismia into 3 slices of their strange concoctions, and have each taken to rule over one of the areas. It is dangerous. The normal laws that apply, the rules of reciprocity, of hospitality, might not apply. Some people might not be punished for wrongdoings. It is a dangerous time to be in Prismia.
Could I make a history check for the Hourglass Coven and see if Amma would have heard anything amongst, maybe like the church she would be in
Sure.
Waterdeep or anything like that? Oh hell yeah! We love the max rolls on the guidance.
So, you haven't heard of the Hourglass Coven, but definitely one of the names that did catch your ear. The name Igwilv. Seemingly they're using an artifact of Igwilv, and you definitely recognize this name as the adopted daughter of Baba Yaga and an archfey sorceress that is known across the plains as the mother of all witches.
Interesting. I'll go ahead and relay that info to my party if anybody is interested in that. Kind of like a little bit of a backstory.
It's a horrible creature, this Babylona. Oh, wait, wrong voice. This Babylona, she is terrifying. While there, I was subjected to the strangest creatures climbing all over my cage, these small little frogs that are kind of exact replicas of her disgusting countenance.
Pavlona, she's got my sense of fashion.
I would say that sounds about right, sir.
I'm
Yes?
guessing you're not too fond of this Pavlona? Is that her name? I'm gonna look at the others.
She is a harpy, just a harlot, a disgusting creature. She is ruining this beautiful land. Zybilna was noble and proud as an archfey, and it is an injustice what has been done to her.
Zybional is the Kenku's person, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. And I
No,
do
no,
appreciate you
don't stress.
typing names into the chat room, though. That's really nice.
No problem.
What, if anything, do you know about the other two?
The other two. So he will. Her sister's equally as foul. Scabatha, or going by the moniker Granny Nightshade. She has a child toy workshop off in the forests of thither. Horrible woman. Horrible. You would never want to see her when the clockwork key out of her back stops turning. I've been told it is terrifying to behold. The last, certainly not least in any regards, is Endelyn Moongrave, who has a cloud-topped theatre in the final land of Yon. And you look like, well, some of you at least strike me. Come, let's walk and talk. I can take you to a bit of a friend if you'd like a safe place to rest in the meantime.
Well,
What do you know
is
of
there
this
anyone in
tower?
this castle? In this tower?
I bloody hope not. I was crying out there for quite a while.
Oh.
You're welcome to go look inside if you wish. He doesn't seem interested.
I would say that we should probably find a safe place. So that way we have like a, what is it?
Base
A home
camp.
base? Yeah.
Well, it... Yeah.
Okay. Well, we shall visit my friend Jingle Jangle. She'll know exactly what to do in the situation. Smart little goblin. She lives over at Telemy Hill, which looks like it's coming this way now. Perfect. You can see this large mountain in the distance with like this very obvious keyhole set into the top. But, what is that? Do you hear that? Sounds like singing.
We hear singing.
You guys
Sydney will
do
cup his
in the distance.
hand over his ear.
You hear this. With a wink and a grin, he'll show his cunning. A flash of his scarf, he'll take off running. You kind of, it's weird. It sounds like it's coming from off in the side, coming closer through the fog. You hear some more. Quick as a bolt, his long scape trailing, grasping, he'll end up flailing.
I'd like
What
to
are you
hide.
doing? Okay. You can give me a stealth check. Oh my, I wonder who that could be.
Yeah.
Your
What?
guess is as good as mine.
Hello? Hello?
Go ahead and roll a d4. She would have touched your shoulder.
If anyone wants to make a stealth check, do it soon as you hear. You'll
Hello?
pelt, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer, thanks to Agdon Longscarf, brigand prince of Prismere. They kind of give cheers, and they cut it off as this cry goes on to the night. You see a bunch of figures here in front of you in the swamp that you've been traveling along. Let's get you onto the right page here.
Kelvin is not stealthing, by the way.
Neither
He's
is Anna.
calling out. Hello?
I'm trying to.
I probably wouldn't do that, but that's okay.
Well, for what you see in front of you here, you see a bunch of Herongon moving along with a pack snail that looks to be heavily overburdened and not enjoying its time at all. And they are the ones chanting, hello. We got someone in the fog. What do we
Hi,
have here?
my name's Kelvin. You look like me. Hello?
Emma's gonna do a double take.
Where are we? I can't seem to find us.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to put you guys down. You would be just a bit further than that. You kind of be back here for now. Let's start dropping tokens down.
Can you teleport to Pointer once you get a chance?
Oh, I'm on the GM layer. Apologies, that's why you didn't see it. Yeah, I'll throw you down there now.
Oh, there we go.
Who are we missing? I'm afraid. Okay. Yep, you see these figures there that are heron guns moving along, and they. One of them steps up at the front and introduces themselves. In fact, where's my.
Hello.
Sorry, I just closed it. 1 second. Where are we? Here we are. Okay. Well, welcome to Hither. It looks like we have a couple of new additions to the land. My name is Jibek, and this is a robbery. If you resist, we'll beat you black and blue.
What's a robbery? Is that like... Oh. Well, that doesn't sound like much fun.
That's right. She motions her hands to the side. You can see the heron gun pull out their weapons.
But wait. Are we family?
I wouldn't say so. You work for Ogdon Longscarf.
No, I work for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
Well, then it looks like you getting robbed just like the others are.
But I like my stuff.
Are we interested in a bit more than your stuff? Don't worry about that. Pulls out a stoppered gourd. Can hold memories, these can.
Do you forget a lot of things?
More like memories sell for a lot of money. So how about someone voluntarily gives me a happy one? Let's say when you were gifted the best thing you've ever received in your life.
But that's the best memory.
Well, it'll go to a good cause, and you'll leave in one piece. Now,
Will I not remember it?
you guys are moving your tokens in a way that looks like you're trying to surround them. Are your characters actually doing this? Because that would definitely elicit a response.
Mm.
Moon is stealth, I believe, and I didn't get a stealth roll from anyone else.
I got a 13 in stealth. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get close to Moon to see about casting mage armor on him.
And Moon, you got a 12, is that right?
Yeah.
10 plus a d4, 2.
Yeah.
I got 11. I don't know.
As you- No, that's fine. None of this is passing. As you get to about there, you see one of the ones at the back pull out a crossbow. Looks like they're trying to surround us, boss. Hey, tell your friends to stop moving, or we're going to open fire.
I abruptly stop.
Now wait a minute. Can I keep my memory if you take it?
Well, no, that's our whole point, isn't it?
Well, I don't like that at all. Sorry. I'm gonna keep it.
She pulls a dagger out. Well, we're going to have to take it the hard way, I guess.
Emma's gonna place a hand on her. Whoa, never mind. All right.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, the second he said we're gonna take it, I was like, "Yep, roll for initiative."
Okay, let's do that. And yeah, so just grab your token. Make sure you select it before you can throw your initiative up there. You roll for these guys.
I've never been able to do this.
You have to roll it out of Roll20, not D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah, you
So-
click your, so even if your character sheet's not filled out, as long as your initiative's in there, you just go click
Yeah,
on your
you need to.
in there and just click on your initiative and it should throw it up for you.
Can you just add a slot and I'll punch in what I just rolled, which is 27.
Oh my gosh.
Who was that? Moon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon 27. For Vigilant Blessing, would I be able to give myself advantage? I can go ahead and place that in the chat if you'd like to read.
Yeah, please do. I mean, if that's what you're allowed to do, then you definitely can.
Because as an action, I can give myself
Sure.
advantage.
Sure. Okay, and that's what's going on. Okay, let me just reset the APIs. None of them are working. Get into things here.
Was 18 your advantage roll, or?
For some odd reason, it did not want to roll advantage. I can roll it again and see what I get.
Because you can always just click where it says 18 and type in
Okay,
what.
yeah, no, 18 is my advantage roll.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. All right, get these guys on and we get things going. So in the situation here, and I think we do have all the players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Moon, it looks like you are the first to react, as things are definitely getting violent. What are you going to be doing?
Just before, I did roll an 18 for the advantage, not a 10.
Okay, thank you. Moon.
Realizing this is not going to go passively, I'm going to pull out my short bow and shoot the one that called attention to me.
Okay, as that flies out, let's just double check here. Why can't I select this guy? That will hit. You can roll damage on that.
Okay. 6. Looks like.
Okay, crying out in pain as the arrow sinks into his shoulder. You can see that he looks around, noting who did that. So yeah, the APIs you can see at 50% will start to show you their bloodied status, with yellow turning down to red. So this guy does look pretty bad from that attack. Are you ending there?
With a bonus action, can I throw a dagger?
That is a good question. I imagine free. Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay, I'm throwing it at the leader, the lady that.
Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness.
Very
One
nice. Lethal. Roll damage for me.
My
Yeah, that was-
computer is locked down.
This one is the leader.
There we go. It's gone.
And then Kelvin, you're going to be up next, and then I'm afraid. 6 damage, catches him, very nice. He seems to take it a bit better than his friend, but he's still got quite a big wound on him. All right.
Kelvin is going to. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that anything else?
No, that's it for me. Because I can't stack and hide yet.
Kelvin is going to move forward, taking out a great axe and say, "Look, memories are memories, and they belong to everyone. It's not nice to take them from people." And he's going to go into a little rage, which kind of looks like his ears start to quiver and his feet start to pat the ground really hard and really quickly as he rages, and then swing a great axe and said, "I really don't want to do this." For a 16.
Oh, damn. Yep, that will hit.
Nice. And then for 9 plus 2, 11.
With just this horrible, this creature is pushed into the ground, and you, with the wet sound, kind of pull your...
kill him. Sorry, I don't want. I wanted to put that out there. I'm not trying to kill anyone, but if he goes unconscious, that would be great.
All right. So, at the last moment, spinning it around to slam the flat of the blade into the creature's face.
Yes.
And you do see him knocked senseless, fall to the floor.
Now, stop stealing memories. Get on your snail and leave.
Calvin will look at the rest of them and just hold his ground where he's at.
All right.
And that's the end of his turn.
That'll bring us to Amafrey.
All right, if they're not going to yield, she's going to cast Toll the Dead on
the
this guy.
Sure.
So, hiya.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
That is... Oh, why is he whispering? That is a 6. That is not going to do it. 6 and a 9, even with advantage. So, what damage? You can go and roll damage there for me.
It'd be a 1d12, so you take 7 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, very nasty. Yeah, you can see this kind of his eyes roll up in his head. The skin kind of loses its color. The hair falls out, and he just drops to the ground. And the other's kind of looking down on his body. And as you take in his body, an effect that isn't part of your magic, you see the corpse begin to decay at an extremely accelerated rate, quickly just falling away to become nothing but bones.
I'm just gonna go ahead and comment as a reaction is that is not the necrotic damage, I swear. And
All right.
then I'm gonna go ahead, stay put, pass my turn.
Perfect. As that'll bring us to the brigands. You see, look what they did to the boss. He can't do that. This is our place. And we begin to move forward here. You can see two of them surround our friend Kelvin. The last one at the back will take out his ranged weapon, taking a step back.
Are they the 18 or the 9?
Sorry?
Are they the 18 or the 9 on the initiative order?
Sorry, hold on. Something just fell here. The 9 is dead.
Okay.
Was that guy here? And here we go. Let me actually just remove that one for now. So there's going to be a couple of clubs being brought out as these Heron Gun try to slam down upon you, Kelvin. And let me just turn off these damn whispers. What is your AC at the moment? That is a 14 to hit you.
That just hits.
Okay, so you do feel within your rage, you take half damage. You feel some of it as they're trying to swing down at you. The one in the back will take out a light crossbow. Let's see here. And the one that looks the most dangerous. Barbarian is being dealt with, but I think Amafrey, you did that strange, kind of hollowed out one of their friends. So he's going to target you with this crossbow shot and send it your way. That is a 19 to hit
That
you.
does hit.
Okay, and it's a horrible hit. You look down into your gut, you feel this horrible punch, and you just feel the warmth of the blood running down your torso. 8 piercing damage.
Ouch.
That'll bring us to
ouch.
Benrick.
All right, I'm gonna get here. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my bonus action, Blood Curse of Floating Agony.
Okay, sounds nice. What happens?
So he's gonna take 6 necrotic damage. He has a disadvantage on strength and dex checks, and he has to make a con save at the end of his turn to stop the curse.
Okay, and what that costs you resources, right?
That is, I think I can do it once per short rest. No, I can amplify it. So
By doing damage to yourself?
that one just says it's a bonus action. Doesn't say that
Okay.
there's.
Well, no problem. We'll leave it at that for now. I'll also go double check my knowledge of that
Oh
class.
yeah, I can do it once per short rest.
Okay,
That's it.
perfect. So are you doing anything else? What was that, an action or a bonus action? I can't remember.
That's a bonus action, and then action. I'm gonna swing at the bunny right in front of me with my great sword. That's not gonna.
Very well. Yeah, he very quickly turns around, feeling the strange curse come over him. Is that going to be your turn?
Yes, and he does bloat up like a kind of like a
Oh,
stuffed bunny rabbit, so he gets like real fat. He's
nice.
full of air.
Like a
Kinda-
like a peep in a microwave.
Yeah.
Like Violet from Willy
like-
Wonka.
Think
That's
like
what I was
like
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, like that. Violet Beauregard or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Well,
Violet, you're
Sydney,
turning Violet.
you see your friend take a crossbow bolt to the stomach. You see the rest of your friends engaged in combat. What are you doing?
I yell out Emma. I yell, Emma! I run up to her. Put my hand on her. Hold on. Move. Move right here. I put my hand on her and I cast Cure Wounds.
Aw, bless your heart.
Nice.
5. And then as my
Heelys.
and then as my bonus action, I look at the one that shot Amaris, and I like, who do you think you are? And then I'll shoot at them.
Nice. Okay.
$11.
You see they duck to the ground, a bit of hair puffing into the air. You just skim them, but I'm afraid it does not connect.
And I end my turn.
All right, back to the top of the second round with Moon Moon. I can't hear you, Moon Moon. You might be muted.
I was, yes. I will walk over and stand next to the snail.
Which has retreated into its shell.
Awesome. And I'll take a shot at the hair that's in the background.
All right, let's have it.
$19.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. There we go. For 4 damage.
Okay.
And I'll swing another dagger. For 12. So.
That's going to miss, I'm afraid. He does step out the way.
Okay.
You staying where you are? Oh, you're going up to the snail. Yep. That'll bring us to Kelvin. So, sorry, I forgot to ask you, does anything different happen when you rage? Or just kind of look angry?
So a lot more fidgety than normal. While he's waiting, his feet, or while he's raged, his feet will pat very fast, almost blur, and his ears will start to, I don't want to say vibrate, but be very, very perked up and just moving fast. And all the
Nice.
hair on his fur, all of his fur kind of like stands up, just kind of perks out a little bit, just to make him look a little bit bigger.
Nice.
Yes. Seeing that everything is starting to go haywire, Kelvin will say, look, we got to get somewhere. You guys got to go somewhere. If this keeps going the way it's going, we're going to take your snail. And he's going to swing his great axe at, what is this yellow one?
That means he's bloodied. At 50% health, they get a yellow
Okay.
aura.
Yeah, Kelvin is going to swing the great axe at that one with the blunt end. Or...
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm glad it was blunt. So how do you do,
Okay, yeah.
Crits?
So you did more. You did enough damage to kill him outright, even with the health he has. So unfortunately, in this case, you put a bit too much power behind it, and you do see this guy just kind of fling like a baseball. Just kind of goes flying into the bushes down here, rolling up against a log.
Home run.
that wasn't me. And Kelvin's gonna run this way and just kind of like go behind Moon Moon a little bit.
You can take attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Very well. In fact, I'm going to say scratch that, because as you sent their friend rocketing into a bit of detritus wood there, they are maybe taking your offer to leave a bit more seriously. This one you can see is in the process of turning around. So, that brings us to Amafrey. The foe seems slightly disheartened. What you doing?
Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and cast command on this
Oh,
one,
damn.
and I'm going to go ahead and command him to grovel, so he goes prone.
Okay. Yeah, you see his eyes go glassy. His muscles begin to bend against his will. It looks like he is beginning to obey.
And then I think that's it.
You're the one at the back. This one, sorry, as the turn starts to get down. You see, like, looks confused for a moment. Starts to grovel. The one at the back, what you doing? Stand up and fight! We're the last two left! Oh, bugger this! And throws his bow down and starts to, like, hop away madly. And let's see here. Not going to take his turn. The other one is groveling. That'll bring us to Benbreck. You see this figure is on the ground, like face down against the ground. What are you doing? You are muted as well.
This one's not all the way away, right?
No, he's running. He seems very disinterested in carrying on combat.
Okay. All right. I had 35 feet of movement. I had enough to get to him.
Noom.
Yeah, he was about to get chomped on.
Why are you running?
Why are you running? Can I get to him?
Yes.
I have to grapple him first. All right, so I'm gonna get to him. I have to grapple, and I get to make a grapple fight.
So it's going to be an athletics contested against his athletics or acrobatics. So he will definitely be using acrobatics. But that is an 8, so give us an athletics here.
Oh my goodness! Come here, boy.
Struggles, but to no avail. What's happening to him?
Oh, he only takes 4 damage. But I have him grappled, and I just kind of like sink my fangs into him.
Okay. And so he takes 4 necrotic damage. Let's see here. That leaves him with... You kind of drain him to almost the last drop. And then you stop, apparently. He's just up with that. Okay. That brings us down to Sydney in the background. There's one groveling figure left. The one in the back definitely seems taken care of. Yeah, what are you doing?
I'll go to about right here. See, what am I gonna do? Maybe. Yeah, I'll point my crossbow at him. Said, "You hurt Amma. You can't. That cannot be forgiven." And I'll shoot a bolt at him.
Okay. Do us an attack roll.
He's still prone. Would that be at a disadvantage?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say he's laying down.
It technically would, but he's kind of like stepping up like executioner style. He's not very far away. So I would say it's fine for now. A 19 will definitely hit.
10.
Oof. Yeah. That's one shot. The figure, no jerk, no jump, no cry. Just falls silent.
And I'll just kind of point. I'll point my crossbow at the groveling one.
Oh, you.
Oh no, that was graveling when you
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I was shooting at the one far away, the one that initially shot at. Yeah, the one that initially shot at Amma.
I see. Okay. Yeah, you see then ripped out of Benbreck's grasp. Yeah, the figure that has just been drained like a Capri Sun. Goes flying.
Like a Capri Sun, I hate it here.
And then I'll just kind of train my crossbow on the groveling one and end my turn.
Fair enough. So the command is a 1 round. Is that correct?
It is a concentration spell for a minute.
Oh, wait. Until he's completed what you asked him?
Let me see here.
Just double check that.
Pick one word.
Thought it was till
Let
the
me go.
next turn.
Oh yeah, it's one round. Yeah, he can get back up on his
Okay.
turn, I believe. Yeah.
So it's up to you guys if you want to stay in initiative here, because he does look like it is over, but he realizes he's surrounded. He does look in the process of surrendering.
I'm gonna walk up and grab the memory jar. Jesus Christ. The memory jar,
Yeah, yeah.
just because it's still within kind of reach. And I'm
As a
gonna,
reaction, can I say to basically tie up the one that's pretty much given up?
And the unconscious one.
What do you mean Oh yeah, we have.
Yeah,
do
the
we have
first-
unconscious?
The first one, yeah, Kelvin knocked him unconscious.
Oh, okay. I thought no, it was the other one. He smacked too hard and it dead.
Yeah, he home runned it.
This
boss
one's
is,
dead.
um,
This one is
boss-
unconscious.
right.
Okay, do we want to tie them up? Wait.
I think they get the
I mean, if
point.
you guys want to, I just have my crossbow just trained on this guy, ready to pull the trigger.
Taken the memory jar and passed it to Sid. And that's the end of my turn.
Well, we're breaking from initiative as he has surrendered here.
Yeah.
You are welcome.
I'm just coming back as I'm like wiping my mouth, the blood off. Everything.
Should I roll an Arcana check to just kind of check out this memory jar? Or actually, no. Can I
You're
cast
welcome to.
Identify? Okay,
You
just
can.
ritually cast Identify. Yeah, I want to identify the memory jar.
Okay, it'll take a bit of time. It'll take 10 minutes. Do you have any questions for this figure or doing anything in the situation while this happens?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and under the direction of Frey, I'll go ahead and start tying up the boss lady, the boss bunny.
Okay. I'll start tying up this one. And then as she's tying him, basically say, when someone tells you no, respect that.
And then
And-
once it's tied, I'm walking over to our friend Kelvin and check.
Kelvin is has gone back, seeing that y'all are kind of dealing with that. Kelvin's gone over to the snail and like petting the snail shell, and trying to calm back down out of their rage. The feet start to move a little slower, and the ears stop perking around, and the fur stops being all pointed as he's petting the snail. You're a good snail. Do you want someone else to take care of you? We can take care of you. And not really paying attention to what everyone else is doing.
You're welcome to give me an animal handling check if you like.
Yeah, sure.
Befriend a giant
Son of a
snail.
bitch.
You will
Snap.
not be friends with the snail. How dare you? Who do you think you are?
It
Looks like
does,
Keep it, George.
it does evade Kelvin's rage, though, so he does come back out of it, even though he might not be able to befriend it.
Stays in the shell and starts to like nudge itself, eventually kind of falling over and using the momentum to kind of slowly roll away from you.
All right. Goodbye, friend. I'm gonna call you
Like-
Shelly if I see you again.
You get stuck not too far off and kind of just gives up there. It's just like between two rocks, kind of waiting for people to leave.
He's between a rock and a hard place right now.
Almost
can hear-
literally at this point.
In the distance, the gushing of the water is happening again in the background. Last time that was followed by a rise in the water level. And as you guys look around, you can already see it is starting to get a bit nasty.
You'll
Wait, where's
hear
that
a
pixie
familiar.
guy? Where's that pixie guy that was supposed to be leading us?
Sir Talavar?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's still
Damn.
around, I would assume.
I had a complete brain fart about Sir Talabar. What? Huh? Say that again! Oh, there were more back here, don't worry. I took care of them. What?
Can I roll an insight? Can I roll my BS detector?
Sure.
No. My BS.
Oh, damn.
Yes, detector.
You see, he does have. He kind of looks like he's telling a bit of a fib here. There's this brown all around the sides of his mouth, like he's kind of been eating sweets or chocolate or something.
Shakes head of disapproval. She can't really make an expression. She's just like, how dare you? How dare you lie to me in my face?
I buy it.
Looks like you've run into some of that notorious Agdon long scarfs lot. Ugh, reprehensible. They are some of the worst that have surfaced in the absence of Zybilna.
How do we get
yeah.
out of here?
Let me go, please. I'll tell you what you want. You can take what you want. We got a couple of things.
Oh, don't worry. We'll take what we want. And I just kind of smile at him.
Oh, come on, with the smile. I saw him eat my friend. Please, don't put me near this one.
I'm just kind of waiting to finish with the jar.
Oh yeah. At about this time, your identifier does go off. This is a very unique enchanted item created for a very specific situation, and it appears that it has been keyed to only work for specific individuals. So you find like none of you would most likely be able to make use of it. And it does exactly what it says. When someone voluntarily touches the top of the gourd, the memory of the receiving the best gift they've ever received will be stored inside. This is dark magic, though. It is with the identify spell. This is Hag Coven magic.
Hag Coven magic. Alright. So after I finish the analyzing the jar, I kind of go up as like, looks like they're using Hag Coven magic for this. Don't think any of us can make any use of it, but might as well hold on to it, right?
Even if we can't
think-
use it, means that they can't use it either.
Yeah, it's better with us than it is with them.
Where did you get something like this?
Are you asking this of the captive?
Yep.
Well, that wasn't the leader, but he will say it was given to her by Agdon. Told her to get some memories, bully some people, so we could give it to Babylona all nice and full and proper.
I'm gonna wake the leader since they're tied up, and I don't really have to worry about it too much.
Sure.
I think that you want to live, and the only way to do that is your friend puts his memories in this jar, and then you leave. Just you.
Looks confused at the situation, but kind of definitely absolutely terrified. So if I'm understanding this correctly, you want the now conscious leader to make the other one that survived put his memories in the gourd and then take that gourd and leave?
No, we're gonna keep the gourd. They're just gonna leave. But that other one is not gonna remember like what they were. I'm trying to get it to like where they don't remember like who they worked for and everything. So now they're like with
Well,
us, sort of.
I mean, you're aware that it takes a specific memory. The best gift they've ever given, they will forget receiving it.
You know,
Uh,
being kept alive is a pretty great gift. Trying to convince
they'll
them
take
that
the
that's
hint.
He has a point.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
wait.
we'll leave. We'll say nothing. You keep that. I mean, we'll be on our way if you're happy to let us. We won't bother you any more, and we'll tell all our mates not to bother you as well.
Would you say that this gourd here is the best gift you've ever received?
I mean, this is not a gift. It's part of the job. It's not mine.
May
I
I
kinda
roll
hold
my
up the-
BS detector again?
Yes, you may.
Aw. Wait. Hell yeah.
I mean, he does seem to be telling the truth.
Alright. I'll let it
I was gonna have him put his own memory of this in it, so he never remembered that he had.
Nice try, but unfortunately, yeah. He'll look down. Look. This is part of the job. We come from the Brigands Tollway, and we work for Mr. Longscarf. He's got a bit of a racket going. Ever since Zybilna's gone, and the rules aren't enforced as powerfully. I mean, we've been able to do things like this.
Not anymore. Just remember who let you live. If you ever see
before
our
we
faces
let 'em-
again.
I was gonna say, before, if we plan on letting him go,
I
where can we
hold.
find this long scarf?
He will point to, for the lack of a better name for the strange directions here, he'll point north and, oh, wait, here we are. He'll point
I didn't
north
see forbidden knowledge.
and he will say, you can look for the big tree. The Brigand Tollway spread out like spider webs.
What say you guys? We let him go?
I mean,
I kind of wait. Can we use the jar? Well, no, because they have to voluntarily place their hand on the jar, right?
Yes.
To take the
I
memory.
mean,
Okay.
You could threaten them to do it voluntarily, but yeah, they would have to. Look, we all got to get out of here. The water's rising. We don't have much time.
Okay, then. I say we take off.
And just know, if I ever see you do anything like this again, you'll end up like your friend over there, and I'll lick my teeth.
I got it. You don't need to be so creepy.
You know, not gonna lie, I am pretty creeped out about that, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start untying him, and just being like, "Scram, bunny boy."
wait,
scram."
what's your name?
As he runs off, he'll look back. Moxie!
Bye, Moxie. I'm Kelvin. See ya. Don't steal
my God.
memories. It's not nice.
I don't think they can steal anymore. We have the gourd.
Well, just so he remembers.
That doesn't mean they can't get another one, possibly.
Hmm.
This water's not great for my fur. Should we get to higher
Okay.
ground or something?
Yeah, we should get moving.
so
I was
out
gonna
here.
take a look. I was gonna take a look at the snail mount and see if there were any saddlebags or anything to loot off of.
You can do so, yeah, definitely. And there are some saddlebags. The creature is not too happy to have you near it, though. You can try give me an animal handling check, or if you want to just try and grab with the sleight of hand, you're welcome to try that as well.
I'll go ahead and cast guidance on him.
Okay.
20 for animal handling.
A 20 for animal handling. Okay, yeah, you're able to soothe it enough that you are able to approach looking through the bags. You can see, and you're not sure how much is stolen. You see a bag, like a wicker basket of truffles, kind of mushed up in one of them. You see a variety of strange goods, in fact. Are you looking for anything in particular? Are you emptying everything out, or what's the idea?
If they are leaving on foot, yes, I will take everything from the snail.
Okay. And as you look around, we'll get to exactly what you find. As you look around to your friends, you trying to find higher ground. You can see that up ahead in the distance, just a little visible through the misty walls that seem to always surround you and follow you wherever you go here. There is a bit of a bastion of a rise, a little slight hill, but maybe enough to stay above the water. And as you head in that direction, or if anyone would like to try and find somewhere else to go, you're welcome to make any kind of check to do so. You see a strange sight greet you. Something else seems to be coming up over the other side of the hill.
I'm just
Many
gonna make
foot.
I'm
Yes?
gonna make a perception check to just kind of survey the area, see if there's anything else of interest.
Sure. There is an entire house that seems to be supported on about 30 legs that are moving it through the swamp. It is also seeking the higher ground, and it is coming up the hill on the other side. It looks something like this.
Well, that looks like a place we could go.
As
Looks
it
like
reaches
it's headed
the
for
top,
higher ground.
as it reaches the top of the hill, yeah, and it stops, the legs kind of hunker down, and you see a couple of steps drop down. It opens up. You see a door. Open, and you hear inside, "All right, goodbye, Mrs. Nesbit." And this bullywug saunters out and kind of leaps into one of the nearby pools and begins to swim away.
I say we approach, go inside, take a break.
Yeah, we make our way in.
Oh,
I
Mrs.
am shocked.
Nesbit!
As you head inside, you see a variety of strange figures in a very cozy-looking environment, to be honest. You can see that as you enter in, there's a couple of bullywugs that are sitting at the bar enjoying a drink. You can see a singing campestry, some heron guns also in a corner looking at you. A couple of satyrs and other figures gathered. You see a rowdy group of awakened badgers are playing a group of cards. "Don't cheat now, I'm watching you, Earl." There's a couple of goblins in the corner. And finally, what looks to be a giant goat and a talking doll having a game of chess off in the far side by themselves. So a bit of an intellectual battle. As you step in, taking this all in, you see a human druid by the looks of it, kind of nature get up, leaves in her hair. "Welcome. My name is Tsu Harabax, and you find yourselves at the inn at the end of the road. Can I get you something to drink?" And that's where we're going to be ending today's session.